Hello, dear brother. Dear brother Karim. Not everyone knows you with this name.
Yeah, usually people call me Juuso.
Juuso. It's a beautiful name.
Thank you, thank you.
And Juuso Karim. Where are we here?
We've arrived to my home, nature place, to my nature mother, as I was taught by the Kero indigenous people, that the place where we were born was our physical human mother who gave us birth, but it was also the nature where we were born that helped in this process, and that for this life we have the connection to this place, and it's very important to come back. And I was born here in Finland, Espoo Jorvi, next to the national park of Nuuksio. So I had the blessing today to bring you here to experience the purity and the power of this place. And I'm very happy that I can share my home place with people like you who respect nature.
Yeah, it's a truly fascinating place. We have the middle of May, 2025?
Yes.
And it's the afternoon. We have a blue sky. There are a few clouds, white. We had a breeze which is just quieting down. And we're sitting on top of a huge, beautiful rock. Trees around, mainly pine trees.
Yes.
Or pine trees. Some birch trees as well.
Yes. Some spruce.
Some spruce, and the leaves, especially of the birch trees, the leaves are very tender still.
Yes, they just open and they're glowing this light green light.
Yes. Very, very fresh.
Yes.
And me coming here to this country yesterday for the first time in this lifetime, I realized that the energy of winter is still there to be felt. Yeah. And the spring here in this country, in this part, has a very special quality. It feels like it's even more precious in the context of the long winter and
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I think you're touching something there, this contrast of the seasons and how short the spring is, and like after the long darkness and cold, when the spring comes and it's this short period where everything bursts into life, there's light. It's something so precious. It's hard to put into words, but I think it's that contrast that gives it more value in some way.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also have the feeling as if the body is slowly adapting to the spring feeling, to the spring vibes, to the openness, and after all, we're part of nature. And there are places like this which make it so apparent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's just so much beauty and connection to be felt.
Yeah. yeah, and I would say like we are nature, and our bodies are made of all these elements that come from nature, water, earth, like all the minerals and foods and the air that we breathe, and the sunlight. So we forget it sometimes, but when we come into this place, this type of place, and we quiet down, and perhaps we, like here in Finland, we often use the drum, and we get this glimpse of remembrance, like how connected we really are with this web of life. And at least for me, in these moments, this takes away this suffering or these worries and things like this that sometimes pile up when I feel more of a separate being.
Yeah. Being here, visiting you here in your home country makes me ask myself, where are these precious places in nature in my home area, in my country, in the northeast of Germany? And it also brings up the question of where do my ancestors come from?
Mm-hmm.
And the ancestors of the land, what were their lives like? And how can I connect to them in a way that it's not just mental, but in a way that I can feel it in my heart, that my ancestors' love for the land, for the beauty, the nature, for the seasons, for the sun to rise, for the breeze, for the the scent of blooming flowers. How do I heart connect? How do I connect my heart to their hearts?
Yeah.
So that I don't just feel like a visitor, or someone taking a car, traveling through a country, but really feeling at home in my country.
Beautiful. I think this is the kind of question that we all need to ask consistently, and it's like building this relationship, because I think it happened pretty much everywhere with the colonizing of our countries, that we lost our traditions, or not all of it, but a lot of it, the connection and the meaning of these special places in nature. Of course, all of nature is sacred, but then that we can build that relationship, that thread back, and feel this healthy belonging and pride, I would say. Or I don't know if you use another word, but this like, I'm proud of my homeland. I want to bring people here and show the beauty and our traditions, and then we can, like we're doing now, we eating Finnish or German potatoes, or what's the difference? we can kind of just have fun in seeing the uniqueness, and find also connection in that.
Yes. Yeah, and celebrating how the vibration of the land which we come from has shaped us to become who we are. Yeah.
Yes, and what's coming to me is like that we're working with the land, not against the land, or like somehow by the side trying to take this from there and that from there. Of course, in this time we will learn beautiful things all over the world, but in some way we have only one route.
Yeah, I feel the same. And I sometimes ask myself, what was life like before Christianity came to these parts of the world? And how can I connect back to there, where our ancestors were just one with nature and the seasons and so much more in their own power.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a certain quality of simplicity also. And also I realized what I just said, that actually these times it's not always so simple like that we have just one root, because we might have ancestors from different place, or we might live in a place where our ancestors are not from. But then it's a journey. It's a journey to find that connection, what it means to us and what makes us feel good in this relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have the impression, some of us have the impression to feel closely connected to other parts, maybe other worlds, other realms. And yet we have a physical body. We're here on this planet. We have the chance to live a 3D life. And how do I connect to that part wholesomely?
Yeah.
Yeah, with my heart. And how do I integrate my strength in a way to support and protect rather than to dominate and destroy? So it's transforming and guiding these energies within in ways with the heart. Yeah. And coming to this place here with you, Karim, Juuso, it feels easier in a way because we share the same mindset. We share the same language. We're riding same waves. So I feel very, very honored and fortunate to be able to experience and share this space with a friend like you, because that makes the reconnection even more lively, you know, with a human being to share with. Because sometimes it can be quite a lonely journey to be on the search for meaning and deep connection, because that's something that happens within us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's part of the journey that sometimes we have to be alone. At least I had to be alone and connect with nature also alone and be in this space. But eventually I think as human beings, as species, we are so connected to each other as humans. We've always lived in tribes. We've always sat around the fire. We've had different kind of people also, that some people might be more inclined to perceive, like what you talk about, these other realms more, and others are more inclined to different tasks. So, and I think we all have a little bit of everything, but then there is something in each of us that, like, related to our purpose and finding others who understand us. I think there's something where we become more complete, because we are never really separate, so we need each other to feel that completeness. And when you were talking also, like, this relationship with the land, we're sitting on this beautiful rock and there's this sun actually shining, warming our bums, and I really feel this connection with the root here now. And I think it's very simple, but it's, in a way, it's just coming to nature, to one of these big rocks, and like, we don't have now an image, but we gave these offerings of rye bread and this Finnish berry, cloudberry I think it's called, and just thank this place. And so in a way it's very simple. It's building this relationship of gratitude, and then that helps us so much, because in many places we become so uprooted. Like, I feel a lot of the problems, for example, in the US is because of that. People don't have this real connection to the land. People came from the other places, and the indigenous people are not treated well. So this creates this sense where we are not truly connected to the earth, respect it and feel that we belong, and have this healthy sense of belonging and self-esteem, where we don't need to, but you were talking about these qualities of dominance or acquiring more or try to be something, you know. It's like when we know we belong, we belong, and we get this different kind of happiness.
Yeah. There's a part of us that settles, that arrives and feels more complete. And having spent time, both of us actually, that's where we met, in Aotearoa,
Yes.
New Zealand, earlier on this year, with the connection to the Māori people. They present themselves with what they call the papeha, their family tree, so to speak. In our society, we think of the family tree of, you know, who are the siblings and the descendants, but also who are the parents, the grandparents, and so on. And in their tradition, it's about what's your mountain and what's your river and your city and your home area, your country, and which are your tribes and sub-tribes. So my question to you, can you say what your mountain is?
Yes.
Or your mountain range, or
Yes.
whatever that may be. For some people, they live in flatlands or close to the sea, and they say, no, my mountain, which is my backbone, is not a mountain, but it's actually the shoreline of, let's say, the Baltic Sea, for example. I mean, we are not so far away from the Baltic here, from the shoreline. But what is your mountain you feel connected to, which makes you feel, this is...
Well, first of all, for Finnish people, I would say it's actually a forest usually. Because we are forest people. We don't have big mountains. Like in the north, we have more of what is called tunturi. In the Sami land, basically. But we are in my mountain or in my forest. Like if you feel these rocks here, it's not a huge mountain, but it's held like by this big rock that goes deep into the earth. So Nuuksio is in this way my home forest, my home rock. And then yesterday we went to my home river, Vantaanjoki. But then also Koli Mountain, which is further away from here. This is a very special place in Finland. It's made of quartz crystal. It's always been known that it's a sacred place. The energy there, the vibration is special. So this is a very, very important mountain for me. I go there every year, at least once, to make a pilgrimage to honor this place. So these are for me the main places that I have this deep connection, and I keep on building this relationship. And I hope I keep on building it my whole life, and can also introduce other people who are interested to these places, and that we can learn together, grow together.
Yeah. Because us both traveling, we had many conversations about it. It seems so many people are wakening up to these questions. Who am I? Where do I come from? How can I connect more deeply? How can I overcome hindrances and trauma, etc., to connect freely to my heritage? And how can I clear myself of things that keep me from seeing the beauty?
Yes.
Yeah. And you mentioned your mountain, your river, and what would be your town or city of yours where you feel like this is my hometown, my home city? What is that for you?
Well, I was born in Vantaa and lived there like my youth. So it is Vantaa or Martinlaakso where I have my birth. But I'm also these days, I love our capital Helsinki, which is right next to it. And then like my ancestors are a bit spread in the south, so my grandfather came from the Karelia, from the east. So our summer cabin is there. So I feel very connected to that side also. And now I live a little bit more to the west. So I'm connected to there also, but my original home is in Vantaa. That's how it is. I can never change it. And now I'm building something new in Sammatti-Karjalohja area. And it feels right. It feels good. So in some sense, even if we only have one home, in other sense, I guess we can have many homes too. That's what I've felt. Because I also feel that one home for me is in Aotearoa, in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess there's also beauty in that.
Yes. What is your tribe or your sub-tribe?
My tribes are starting from the east. My grandfather is Karelian, so in Finnish we say Karjalainen. And then my both grandmothers were Hämäläinen. And then my other grandfather was Varsinais-Suomalainen. So it's all basically south of Finland, but going from east to kind of middle to west. And these are my main tribes. And somehow I've always connected most with the Karelians, perhaps because there's somehow more music, more singing, more aliveness to me in their tradition. And that's always spoken to me because I love to sing and express and play music. And yeah.
Yeah, that's something on which I admire about you, that you openly break out singing and dancing too when there's a chance. Thank you so much, my brother, for this short little interview here on this sacred mountain in the national park of
Nuuksio.
Nuuksio, yes.
Thank you so much for this interview, this dialogue really, and I really feel like we're in this place where nature is speaking through us and we're learning together, and we are in some way kind of broadcasting this vibration or this, wisdom of nature.
Yeah.
And it's not a separate thing. It's a web. So I really hope that anyone who is listening to this, if you can write your feedback or ask us questions or anything that comes to you, I'd really love to hear from you.
Yes.
And also if you ever want to come to Finland, to Nuuksio, I'd love to bring you here or to other places. And we can keep on doing this beautiful work together.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.